Hi, my name is Cora Louise. I'm an artist and character designer, and today I thought I would just do a bit of sketching and that you could possibly join me. My last video was a bit more of an in-depth discussion talking about imagination, how to improve it by using deeper focus. So today I thought I'd do something a little more chilled, and if you're drawing, maybe you can draw along with me. I have no real ideas in mind of what I am going to sketch. I usually sketch for a purpose with a piece in mind that's going to take a long time. I'm not really a sketchbook person where I just draw for fun anymore or just random ideas that I have or things around me, which I probably should do. So I thought it would be a good thing just to sketch for fun a bit, just see what pops out of my head. So yeah, let's just have a go and you can draw along with me if you so wish. Bye! When I'm drafting designs, I usually sketch on Procreate on my iPad before I then move on to watercolour, but I thought to release a little bit of the control that digital work does give you, that I would use good old traditional sketchbook instead of my iPad, just so I loosen up a bit and don't worry too much about the outcome and focus on being able to fix things and to keep erasing and adding new layers and redoing things. So I thought if I just gave myself some crayons and a sketchbook and just let myself draw whatever I wanted, it would force a different perspective on my creativity rather than trying to get things perfect, and the pressure of knowing that I need to get this as good as possible so that the outcome will be good and be usable and make money. Instead, I wanted just to have a bit of fun, loosen up my creativity and just try something different from what I've been doing. So yeah, good old-fashioned sketchbook and coloured pencils, and I had no idea what I was going to do. I mainly like drawing faces. That is something that I've always been drawn to. So as I was starting an art process that I'm not used to, I do use a crayon a little sometimes on my watercolours, but it's not the main tool that I use. Whereas here I wanted to just use crayon and I wasn't sure what I was really going to do with it or any techniques that I would use. I just didn't have any practice really in it that way at all. So I thought drawing faces is my comfort zone a bit, so mixing that comfort with something that I was a little uncomfortable with was a good balance. And I recommend doing that when you're trying something new, so that there's a part of it that's something that comes easy to you and that you enjoy doing alongside something that's a little difficult and new. So yes, I decided to just draw some random faces. I got a little bit of inspiration off of Pinterest, just for something to work off of. As I wasn't having any really strong ideas, then I just literally decided to just sit down and draw anything. I edited out me sitting there for quite a long time, just staring at a blank page, not really knowing where to start. But I used the techniques that I talked about in my last video with focus for inspiration. Tried to just let myself be bored a bit, didn't procrastinate on anything else, and tried to not go on my phone until I got bored enough to just start drawing and just let whatever happen and not worry about it too much, because this wasn't going to be a big piece and there was no plan on using it for anything. It was just practicing sketching, which I don't do very often and I definitely want to do more. But once I started, I did get into a good flow and was really concentrated and enjoyed it, even if I wasn't particularly happy with how I was using the coloured pencils. Like I said, it's not something that I particularly use in this way, but I do feel I learnt a few things whilst doing it that I would like to try again. So overall, really, I was reasonably happy with how it turned out for what it was, using a tool that I didn't use a lot, for sketching without any plan on paper rather than digitally, where I can keep overlapping things without worrying about it. And did feel I learnt a few little tricks that I would like to try again with coloured pencil. And it was really nice for a change to just sit and sketch without a purpose. It did remind me when I was a lot younger and would fill many sketchbooks with, let's be honest, mainly Twilight art. Too much Twilight art. But it does take me back to that time when you would just keep drawing and filling every page without a worry about how it was going to come out, or who was going to see it, or what you were going to have to do with it, or to make money from it, but just to learn and to express yourself and to focus on something that eases your mind for a little while. So I definitely need to do this more, like I've already said, and maybe filming it sometimes will force me to do so. So I'm really glad that I did do this. I was worried it wouldn't be as interesting a video, so let me know what you think, and I will let you continue watching the process, and I'll see you at the end. Bye. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know the art was a little different from what I usually do. It was much more casual. I have to get over some uncomfortable feelings about sharing work that doesn't feel finished to me, or that I haven't spent a long time preparing and designing, but I actually really enjoyed doing it. I got into a nice flow and was really focused. It's nice to do something that was a little fun, that isn't going to turn into a big piece that I have to do a lot of detailed work on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can find more of my art at CorahLouiseStore.com, which also has links to my shop, which is CorahLouiseStore on Etsy. I sell prints, stickers, enamel pins. I'm also selling my first digital guide to character design. It's part 1, talking about how shapes are important to character design. So I've also got that on my store, and hopefully more to come soon. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm just trialing videos at the moment, trying to find what I like on here, but hopefully going to continue creating consistently. So yeah, see you in the next one.